Audiobooks.com Publishing presents Sweet Dreams by Sunny Leone. Read for you by Simone Lewis and Vikas Adam.
(7E) There are moments in life that remain etched in your mind and which can never be erased. This story is about one I will be fantasizing about for years to come. I work for a science center based in New Delhi, which consumes all my time and energy. The life of a researcher is mundane and unexciting, to say the least. Dating and relationships have always taken a back seat to my career. But at that stage in my life, I was especially sure that men would never satisfy me the way work did. After all, I was a young, successful Indian woman who didn't rely on anyone else to get what I wanted. What could I possibly be missing? I had just boarded a flight home after presenting a research paper on gene therapy at a conference in Bangalore. The presentation had gone off well, but my energy was spent. I knew it was just a matter of time before I was back in New Delhi in the comfort of my own home. The first thing I was going to do was take off the stiff, uncomfortable business suit I had been wearing all day and slip into one of my colorful and comfortable saris. The touch of the soft cotton on my skin always made me feel good. I wore my saris braless at home, which made me feel even more relaxed. At work, I would pair my demure office clothes with sexy undergarments made of lace and satin that always made my breasts feel perky and firm. I couldn't get home fast enough. The final passengers started boarding the plane. After a long and drawn-out day, I was hoping that the seat next to me would remain empty so I could enjoy a relaxing flight home. Little did I know that fate had other things in store for me that night. I looked up and saw a tall, slender man standing in front of me, placing his luggage in the overhead hall. I could see his defined biceps tightening as he tried to shove his luggage into the bin. Something about his strength and determination made my heart race. He sat down next to me and we made eye contact. It was only seconds, but it felt so much longer. He pulled out his laptop and started working instantly. His firm hands and fingers tapped the keyboard forcefully as he answered emails. It was like my heart was beating in sync with his typing. As he typed faster and harder, my pulse kept pace, and I found myself flustered and silently slipping into a heated trance. What was it about this stranger that had me obsessing over him? Without exchanging a word with him, I started weaving a story around the tall, dark, and handsome man sitting next to me. He had to be a CEO or entrepreneur, someone who had never been told no and had attained everything he'd ever wanted in life. Someone who enjoyed the best that life had to offer and had an insatiable thirst for its forbidden fruits. His confident, piercing stare told me that he was someone who was always in charge when it came to work, or women. He had delicate lips that had mastered the perfect degree of smirk and confidence, and his entire look signaled that he was someone who knew exactly what to say, or not to say, to get what he wanted. I could tell by looking at his soft hands and perfectly manicured nails that he knew just how important a gentle touch was in disarming the strength and will of someone he was pursuing. And all this with a hard body that he clearly spent endless hours honing into being a perfect specimen of the human form. It was just the tool he needed to dominate anyone who challenged him. He was a businessman who could close any deal, and a lover who could make any woman succumb to his desire.